Hey, what's going on, guys? I don't think there's a lot of people in here right now, but I don't really plan on doing a big lesson today, anyways. I only planned on doing one question with you. If you guys wanted me to do some more practice, I can. Oh, let's see here. iPad doesn't want to connect right now. We're going into lesson 4, which is 3x3 systems. And we've done 3x3 systems before, but I thought it would be a good little review lesson that we can do. Am I connecting? Yeah, I am. Okay. So these are just 3x3s. What I'll probably do is I'll do one with you guys today, doing it by hand. And then I'll do one tomorrow doing it with the calculator. So, because I did teach you guys how to do it with the calculator last year, I just wanted to do a little refresher with that as well. Hey, what's going on, guys? Did I put down Mrs. Sadler when I did the stream? Oh, man, it does say Mrs. Sadler. What the heck? I left it from earlier. So when my wife streamed, I just didn't change the first part. It'll be Mrs. Sadler. I could call her down. She could teach this. Oh, well. I will change it so nobody is bothered. It now says Mr. Sadler. It has been changed. Emily, I did get your email. Are you talking about for the scholarship? Because I did. It came in about a half hour ago. So what I'll do is once I'm done with the stream, I can fill out all that information. I know you're, unless you're talking about the email from. Yeah, didn't I? I replied back to you. I thought I replied back to you. Maybe I sent it to somebody else. Sarah, have you been able to turn in homework on there before? Is it just not working right now? I'll check through and see who I sent it to, Emily, because I know I wrote it out and then I emailed it back to you and then said, who did I send it to then? Outlook. I'm logging in on my computer so I don't have to put all my emails up on screen. Yeah, because it was you and I think Jenna emailed me about the same time, and it was for the same questions. Maybe I didn't. I don't know. I guess I didn't send it to you. I emailed Jenna back, but I guess I just didn't email you. So once this lesson's over, I'll send it to you, Sarah, if that's the case, if you want to just email it to me, I'll just check it that way, and then you'll be all right. All right. Anyways, that being said, this lesson is 2 pages. I'm not going to do everything. I'm actually just going to jump to the second page. Because everything on the first page, like the top 3 problems, the warm-up, A, B, and number 1, those are all warm-up questions. That's stuff that we've been doing the last couple days. I'm not worried about those. Number 2, I didn't want to do because I already gave you the answers, so really you're just plugging those in and checking them that way. And number 3, the reason why I don't want to do number 3 with you guys is because the second 2 equations don't have all 3 variables, and I'd rather do a problem that has all the 3 variables in it. So I'm going to jump all the way to number 4. Okay. So when we do systems, we've just been doing 2x2 systems the last couple of days. Now we're going to go into 3x3. So my preference when you guys do them, I always suggest that you guys label them. And the reason why is it makes it a little bit easier for grading purposes, because when you guys do these problems, they can go all over the place, and we want to make it pretty like finite. We want it to be in a certain location. So your goal is to find a variable that you want to cancel out. It could be any one of the 3 variables that you want. I am going to choose Z only because when you're looking at all the Z variables, this one's positive up here and these ones down here are negative. So it should be pretty easy to cancel out the Z's when we go to rewrite our equations. So when we go to do this, and I'll write the steps off to the side just in case if anybody needs like a little visual. But the first step is choose two equations. And once we choose those two equations, we also want to cancel a variable. So I'm going to choose the equations 1 and 2. So I have x plus y plus z is equal to 4. And I have 5x plus 2y minus 3z is equal to negative 3. In order to cancel out the variable z, I have to multiply the top equation by 3. So I'm just going to rewrite the equations off to the side by distributing that 3 into the top equation. And make sure you're distributing it all the way through, even to that 4 on the opposite side. The bottom equation is staying exactly the same. And then all you're doing, now that those z's are opposites of each other, they can cancel out. So this is a positive, this is a negative. Because they can cancel out, you are allowed to just add the two equations together. So if I add it together, I'm going to have an 8x plus a 5y. Z's are gone. And then you're going to have 12 minus 3, which is just 9. From here, you guys can't solve that because you can't combine like terms. One's an x, one's y. So I taught you guys in the past to star it. And once it's starred, that just means, hey, we're going to come back to that later because we can't solve it right now. So now that we did that, we're going to go to step 2. And step 2 is to choose two new equations. And cancel the same variable. So I'm just going to repeat all the steps, but choose two different equations. So in this case, I'm still going to use equation 1 because we had that positive z, but this time I'm going to use equation 3. So I have x plus y plus z is equal to 4. I have 4x plus 3y minus 2z is equal to negative 4. Just like the last one, we need to make the z's so they're opposites of each other. So I have to multiply that top equation by 2. So if I multiply that top equation, I'm going to have 2x plus 2y plus 2z is equal to 8. And the bottom stays exactly the same. Again, make sure that that variable is going to cancel out, and the 2z and that negative 2z will cancel out. So we're allowed to just add them together. We're going to have 6x plus 5y is equal to 4. And once again, we cannot combine like terms, so we're just left with that. I see a lot of people are joining in right now. For the people that are just joining in, I'm doing question number 4. I jumped right to the second page of the lesson. So I skipped over the whole first page, went right to question number 4, and we are doing a 3x3 system just like we did last year. I'm just walking through the steps. I'm writing the steps down on the side, just doing a quick review with it. After we do that, now that you have your two start equations, neither one of those can be simplified. However, we can line up the start equations. Hey, thanks for stopping down, Positive Blue. Yeah, we've been doing these little math lessons with the whole corona going on. So these are, I got a lot of my students that are in my math class in high school. Line up the start equations and cancel a new variable. So I got those two starts. I'll zoom out a little bit more so you guys can see everything. I'm just going to line them up off to the side. So I got 8x plus 5y equals 9. I have 6x plus 5y equals 4. And I hope you guys can see which variable is a little bit easier to cancel out here. In this case, it's going to be the y's because they're already the same. You just have to make sure they're opposites. So because they're both positive, we just have to change one of them to negative. Doesn't matter which one you do. I'm going to do it to the bottom one. So the top equation stays the same, but the bottom equation becomes negative 6x minus 5y is equal to negative 4. And now when you guys go to combine those, you guys will be able to solve for x in this case. So we're going to be left with 2x is equal to 5. Yep. Come on. Which means that x is equal to 5 over 2. Okay, so any questions with that? Yes, that does look ugly, so I'm going to kind of look back to make sure there's no mistakes here. It's okay to get fractions when you do these. There's nothing wrong with that, but maybe we'll do a check at the end to make sure that the answers match up, and if not, we can try to go back and see if we see a mistake anywhere. Okay, so now there's only one last step that we have to do. Well, two last steps once I get my iPad's frozen right now. There it goes. Sub answer back into star equation. Is that star or is that stared? I never know. Does stared have 2 R's or does stared have 1 R? You guys know I'm awful with English. Whatever. I'm putting 2 R's. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But if I sub the answer back into the start equation, you guys can pick either one. I'll plug it into the 8x plus 5y. So it's going to be 8 times 5 over 2 plus 5y is equal to 9. If you do 8 times 5 over 2, that's actually going to be 20 plus 5y equals 9. If we subtract that over, we're going to get 5y is equal to negative 11. And y will equal negative 11 over 5. Man, these answers are really ugly. I should have checked this before I started doing it with you guys live. Hopefully I didn't make a mistake in there. I'm like trying to go back and make sure I didn't like distribute incorrectly. 3x, 3y, 3z, 12. The bottoms were the same. I added right in that first part. I don't know. And now we just got to do the very last part. Once you guys find 2 of the answers, you guys can just plug it back in to find the last answer. So in this case, the easiest one looks like it's going to be the first equation way up top. So I'm going to go down, oh, what colors? I'm running out of color options. I'm going to do x we know is 5 over 2 plus y is negative 11 over 5 plus z is equal to 4. Let's see what this comes out to be. So we got 5, oops, 5 over 2 plus negative 11 over 5. That's going to be equal to 0.3, and then I got to move that to the other side. If we do 4 minus 0.3, it's going to come out to be 3.7, which is 37. Yeah, this is ugly. There's got to be a mistake somewhere, right? There's got to be a mistake. Really? That's what you guys are getting? This is nuts. All right, maybe that's what it was. That's what I get. I haven't done this problem since I taught this lesson last year. So, all right, if that's what you guys are getting, that's what you guys are getting. So there is a way that you can check it on your calculator. What I will do is tomorrow, in tomorrow's lesson, I'll do question number 5 with you guys, and then we'll just go back and check both of them in the calculator. But so be it. If that's the 3 answers you guys are getting, then so be it. It must be right. If I were to give you guys anything like this on a test or a quiz in the future, I'm not going to make them this ugly. I'll make sure that they work out pretty. Okay? Cool. That's all I got, though. So I'll make sure. Sarah, I did just get your email, so you are all set. Emily, I have the whole thing written up on my iPad right now, so I'll try sending you the message. Maybe I have it in my drafts. Maybe I just never click send. But I think you guys should be all right. You guys have any questions for me? Does this look familiar? I uploaded the homework. Homework for you guys. I don't think I put into Shobi yet, but it wouldn't be due until like Thursday. I've been making everything due at like 9 p.m. at night. So I'll put that due date for probably Thursday at 9 p.m. Today's Tuesday, right? This is awful. I don't know. With everything going on, I just don't even know what day of the week it is anymore. Yeah, today's oh my gosh, it's the last day of March. So tomorrow is April 1st. All right, beautiful. All right, well, if you guys don't have any questions for me, I hope you enjoy the rest of your evening. Positive Blue, thanks for stopping by. I do this every day, 3 o'clock and 4 o'clock. You are more than welcome to come down and check out the math. Is tomorrow your birthday, Alyssa? That's the other thing. I never in Power School take an attendance anymore, so I don't even know when you guys' birthdays are. It normally pops up for me. Oh, well, happy early birthday. I'll be sure to say something again tomorrow. But I'm just checking to see who's here. Awesome. Well, all right. Well, you guys have a good one. I'll catch you guys soon. Email me if you got any questions. Emily, I'm emailing you right now. Have a good night, guys.